Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing my week 6 and week 7 update. It's been quite some time since I actually sat down to record a video, mostly because if you have ever been pregnant before, then you know like week 6 and beyond, you're just like so sick and you just are exhausted, and for the most part you just feel like crap. So I'm going to sit down and do this video really quick. So at 6 weeks and 3 days, I actually experienced morning sickness. The first day that I experienced morning sickness wasn't extremely bad. I just felt overall nauseous and off, and I felt like a lot of things that I would have liked to eat, I couldn't eat because it just kind of turned me off. And just even like the smell of certain foods was enough to kind of trigger that nausea that I was experiencing. It kind of excited me that I was experiencing morning sickness because that is like the first sign that the baby is continuously growing. Not that if you're not experiencing morning sickness that you have anything to worry about, but it's just one of those kind of things that your body does to kind of let you know that the little baby is growing. And I was super excited about that because when I was pregnant with Miles, I did not really have much morning sickness at all. So I felt like I had a lot of anxiety because with my girls, I was always super sick, but then with him, I wasn't sick at all. So it kind of threw me off, and immediately I thought something was wrong, but obviously he's fine and healthy and strong. So morning sickness, whether you have it or not, does not mean baby is healthier or, you know, there's something wrong. But overall, I was just really happy to experience morning sickness because this time I didn't have that anxiety that I had with Miles. So also in week 6 and 7, I did experiencing way more bloating. It's very uncomfortable for me to wear my jean shorts. So I've been wearing lots of like leggings and even like sundresses or like maxi skirts to kind of conceal the belly bloat, but at the same time I'm comfortable in my clothing because I'm already bloated. So by the time I eat something, I feel like my stomach is like stretched beyond belief, that I just don't feel comfortable in anything that I'm wearing, and then I become, you know, even more nauseous because I feel like my pants are actually like pushing up against my abdomen, and when you're already sick, that's not something that you want. Other than that, I have been having zero cravings because I can't even eat anything, and it honestly got so bad to the point where I could not keep food down, I could not keep fluids down. And I remember with my girls, it lasted around week 14 or 16, so I was really nervous about that because I know I struggled all those months, you know, just from the lack of nutrition because you can't eat really anything, and lack of fluids because I couldn't even keep something as simple as water down, or even if I had soup and just ate the broth out of it or just the noodles, it would still come back up, and it was really freaking me out, mostly because I just recently weaned Miles off completely from the breast, and I already felt kind of tired from being pregnant and breastfeeding within the first few weeks, and then now I'm like vomiting and can't keep anything down. So I was really concerned for my health, and plus I could not move from the couch, guys. Like, this is not even exaggeration. And I just came to a point where I just felt like a lump laying on the sofa, and I just felt like it wasn't fair to the kids because my daughters are home for summer, you know, from school, and Miles is so active and crawling and learning how to walk, and it's just not fair that mom is literally laying on a couch all day, literally groaning in pain and constantly running back and forth to the bathroom, unable to eat, unable to sleep, and just overall feeling like death. And I just felt so terribly bad, just physically and just mentally and just emotionally. And I just came to a point where I just had to like discuss it with my doctor and kind of see what I could do on my end to kind of help me feel better. And basically my doctor prescribed me with Unisom. It's basically like a sleep aid, but for whatever reason the sleep aid actually helps you with nausea and vomiting. And I was a little apprehensive at first because I'm one of those people that refuse to take medication unless I absolutely need it, mostly because I feel like your body can kind of do things on its own, and I like to kind of use natural ways to kind of deal with like something as simple as even a headache before I even take a Tylenol. So just even the thought of taking medication while pregnant just like freaks me out. And you know, I did some research on it, gained some more insight from other people that have taken it as well that was suffering from morning sickness, and then I came to the conclusion that even though I didn't really want to 100%, this was the best thing to do for me. And you know, I've started taking the Unisom once a day, and it was a life changer. Like, just the first day that I took it, I instantly like felt the need to vomit kind of simmer down a bit. Because guys, when I say that I was throwing up nonstop, it was nonstop, like to the point where my stomach was literally aching as if I did like an ab workout. Like, that's how bad I was. And once I took this medication, I instantly felt a bit better. I was actually able to drink a glass of water and keep it down. Like, that was the first thing I did, because I was just so thirsty. And you know, even though I'm indoors and we weren't going outside or anything like that, like I was still just so thirsty because I haven't been able to keep any fluids down at all. Like, not even like Gatorade, even like a popsicle wasn't working for me. So the moment that I felt my body kind of relax, and I felt the nausea or the feeling the need to vomit just kind of, you know, dissipate, I was able to actually drink a glass of water. And I was like, thank you, God. Like, I still feel, you know, very iffy about taking medication while pregnant, but I felt like this was for sure a necessity, like for my health, also for my children's sake, because when you're a mom, you don't really have time to be sick. Like, it sounds crazy, but you know, if you have children, you know what that means. Like, you just don't have time to be sick. There's always something to do. You know, you have kids that you have to feed and, you know, bathe and get dressed and kind of keep them busy, especially during the summer, have them in activities and having them, you know, do different things. And it's really difficult to do that when you're glued to one area, literally laying down all day. And it just wasn't fair. And obviously I was really starting to be concerned for my health, because it was like really, really, really bad. But I'm really glad that I was able to do that, because it gave me the ability to do things that I haven't been able to do within the past few weeks. So now I'm able actually to eat, and I feel like even at night when I go to bed, I overall feel really well. And I usually munch on some crackers right before I go to sleep, drink a little water, and then when I wake up in the morning, I do the same. That way, when I first wake up, I don't immediately feel that need to vomit, because I don't want to like get up too soon as well, because that could also trigger the nausea. So yes, the medicine has been a lifesaver. So enough about me, now on to the baby. So according to my app, at week 6, baby was the size of a cute little sweet pea and was about 0.25 inches. And the baby usually around week 6 is starting to grow like a little nose and like its eyes and all those cute little profile features that we're going to see later on in ultrasound. So that's really exciting. And then also in week 7, the baby is the size of a blueberry and able to wiggle and move within the womb, even though I can't feel anything yet. But it's just so crazy that this little tiny person is able to do so much in such a very short time. And it just truly reminds you how being pregnant and carrying a baby is such a huge blessing. So that's baby at 7 weeks, cute little blueberry. So guys, week 8 is going to be so big, because I go to my OBG and I get my first ultrasound. I can't even get the words out. I get my first ultrasound, guys. I'm so excited to hear the baby's heartbeat and see the little guy or little girl for the first time. Unfortunately, my husband cannot make it, which really bums me out. He's really bummed about it as well, but that's just military life. But I'm just super excited. Maybe later on, if he can't go to like the next ultrasounds either, we'll maybe do like a 3D, 4D type thing that he can kind of go to, that we can schedule and plan out. But I'm super excited about that, guys. And I know this video is super quick. There's not really tons of things to know, just the fact that I have been like the Walking Dead from week 6 to week 7. But thank you guys so very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.